Okay, next question is from Abby. Abby, as an INFJ type 1, it's easy for me to turn personal growth tools against myself. Being overly fixated on doing something perfectly or trying to do it all at once. How can I balance growth with giving myself grace? What a fantastic question. Abby, and anybody else who's an INF type and also type 1 on the Enneagram, this one's for you. So it is very, for type 1s who are the reformers, the perfectionists on the Enneagram system, it is very easy to continue to focus on what you haven't achieved as opposed to focusing on what you have. So you are probably a person who never celebrates any achievements, who doesn't give themselves any kind of reward at the end of achieving something, and who only focuses on what else is there that needs to be done. So Abby, for you to ask this question, thank you so much and well done, because the awareness of the problem is the very first step. I'm really proud of you. Not that I'm some kind of an authority on who, that you should be proud on yourself or for yourself or whatever, anything like that. I don't consider myself to be higher up, but I'm proud of you as a person, as a peer, because I know how hard this is. So the fact that you're asking this question just makes me a little bit emotional. It's just so amazing to see you, ask this and to get into this space. So when you're overly fixated on something, doing it perfectly or being, born perfect, or being born already knowing how to do all these things, you're setting yourself up for failure. So if you think about yourself and that part of you that you're learning, in this case, it's your personal development. If you think about that personal development as a child who's learning to walk, you would never, ever, watch a child learning to walk, and when they fall over because they're doing it for the first time, go and smack them in the back of the head and say, "Get up, you dummy." You'd never do that, because that's just, completely inappropriate. So my question to you is, why are you doing that to yourself? So you start giving yourself grace when you understand what is a reasonable expectation of yourself in this way. So if you're saying, this is a new discovery, I'm using these tools against myself, I should already know how to do this, I should already, be perfect at this is my first time trying this, and you go like, hang on a second, this is like a child who's learning to walk for the first time, and I would never do that. So give yourself a point of reference to, using these personal, or learning not to use personal development tools as a way to berate yourself or against yourself is like teaching a child to walk. So give yourself like a point of reference that's a practical point of reference that you know how to relate to, and just understand that it takes the time it takes. Learning to not use these tools against yourself just takes the time it takes, and that's okay. Because as long as you're a type 1 on the Enneagram and you're an INF type, you will have higher expectations of yourself than of other people. And as a part of that, you will always think that you should have already arrived. And I just want to say to you and anybody else who's struggling with this, you don't have to arrive. You are already perfectly imperfect. This is the perfect place for you to continue your personal development work. We love you as you are. You don't have to be different to be appreciated. So where you are right now is completely okay. And the same way that it's completely okay for a young child to fall down when they're learning to walk. Because eventually you'll get it. Eventually they will get it too. So that's where I would start from.